I'm sure Will Smith is saying, OJ, you don't need to make comment on my situation, man. Is that they don't you ain't helping me at all. Yeah, man. Yeah, I be telling him, man, this it's all right. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, no doubt. For sure.
No, he didn't help him at all.
Well, OJ just needs to. He just needs to find the guy that cut his wife's head off. Surprisingly, I had the Oscars on. I wasn't watching them. I saw Chris Rock come out, and I like Chris Rock. And I wanted to listen to that. Then I probably would have turned it off because it was kind of getting a little late. And I was floored. I didn't know. Wow. I just thought, wow. I thought it was a work.
Yeah, I did too.
I did. Because he sort of leaned, he sort of leaned into the smack.
Yeah, he did sort of lean into it, didn't he?
And he also had his hands in his pocket. Chris Rock did. It was crazy looking because it didn't. And Will Smith had sort of a grin when he turned around to walk back to his seat. Sort of had about a half grin on his face. I'm going from the slap back. I'm not working. I'm not even talking about what happened before. They'll be unwinding this forever.
Yeah, you're right, Zack.
It'll be worse than
it'll
be worse than the Zapruder from the Kennedy assassination.
God, who I really felt bad for was the guy from Jimmy Fallon show.
Yeah, I'm here.
The guy, what's his name?
Thompson.
Yeah. Thompson.
Yeah, he had a documentary,
He's got the band called Roots. They're good. And
yeah, he got really slighted because he had a heartfelt moment there about his mom and dad, and all that was everybody still reeling from the smack.
Yeah, I felt so bad for him because no one paid any attention to his
it's like he slapped he slapped everyone in the audience because no one was paying attention to Thompson, Questlove, and the other guys, and everyone was still shocked over what had just occurred.
There were a few of them that got kind of ripped off on that because anything that happened after that, no one paid attention to. Even
what
before
they really
that.
need to do is invite everyone that won this year, invite them back next year to re-accept their award, their Oscar, because of Will Smith's stupid bullshit thing he did.
Barbara, that's a great idea. You're absolutely right. They should, and have them all back.
Make him pay for everyone's airfare there.
Nah,
he's got the money.
They won't do that. Oh, he won't do that.
And I thought about this a lot since that happened Sunday night. And I think Will and Jada I think they got marital problems because you don't get up like that and make a scene unless you got something going on, man. You got a problem somewhere down the line. Yeah.
Well, and maybe they got an open marriage. Is what they said.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I think she did.
Because they.
Yeah, and walking up and slapping someone's a lot considerably smaller than him is troubling.
Because they've had problems before. And she cheated on him, and it's well documented. It ain't like It ain't like we know it. Nobody else knows.
Yeah, I know, right?
It ain't like we the only fuckers that know it.
It was
well, Shade, you've heard me say this, you and Barbie and Bunny, numerous times. It's all timing. Will Smith picked his time, and that's, he would not have done that if it would have been The Rock, if it would have been Dr. Dre, Ice Cube.
I agree.
Even Snoop Dogg, someone like that.
But
he did it because it was Chris, and he knew he could get away with it.
He would have done that. Wouldn't have mattered who.
So you're going to sit there and tell me, Shade, that if that would have been Dwayne Johnson, The Rock,
Zack, man, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
And he would have got up there and said something. I know he probably wouldn't say that because he's not a comedian.
No,
he's not a comedian.
No, well, he still wouldn't.
If he would have got up there and said that, you mean that he would have walked up and slapped The Rock? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well,
really?
Probably not The Rock.
Was Chris Rock a host? Or why was he exactly, why was he
was giving out the documentary Oscar to Questlove Thompson of The Roots. He was the one we were just speaking about that got the bad deal on.
Yeah.
Get to finish his. Yeah. No one actually even was listening to it, I don't think. And I think it was about the summer. Am I right or wrong, Shade? I'm not really sure. Was it the Summer of Love documentary?
Summer of Soul
from the '60s.
Yeah, that was him.
With Stevie Wonder and Sly and all of them.
Summer of Love. That was the Rolling Stones,
Summer of Love was the hippie movement.
Someone died?
No, that was Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. That was the one at Altamont Speedway. Happened in 1969, which was supposed to be the answer to Woodstock. Actually, it's supposed to have been the Woodstock of the West Coast.
That was the one. That was I saw that movie one time. One guy, his brother got killed there. Well, got stabbed, I think.
Yeah, Hell's Angels killed him, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty, that's a documentary, though, wasn't it? That was a documentary.
It was.
Wrong documentary, though. We need to do us a cast on music sometime here in the near future.
Yes, we do.
I like talking about music.
I do. I love me and music. We will definitely do that very soon. It will be a lot of fun. But back to the Chris Rock Will Smith situation, and I'm gonna let me say this. Yes, if Chris Rock could have thought, and when you're up there and something like that goes down, you're not really thinking, and you don't know what. Everybody says, well, I would have done this, I would have done that. Well, you don't know what you would have done. If someone just walks up and just slaps the dog shit out of you, that is, it's kind of like what Mike Tyson says. He says, everybody's got a plan until they get punched, and then all bets are off. But if he would just thought he could have, when Will Smith sat back down and started ranting, telling him to leave his wife's name out of his mouth, Chris Rock should have said, no, Will, I'm not, because here's why. And just made a big spectacle out of it and said, listen, I'm a comedian. This is what they pay me to do. This is what they pay me to do. It's like they pay you to act. You've been a comedian, Will. You know the routine. You know how this is supposed to go down. I come up here, I make jokes about people in the audience, the A-listers. They know what they're signing up for, guys. That should have been the way he addressed it. But again, he wasn't thinking. He didn't think about it. And I'm sure that if he had his time to go over, I'm sure that he's wallowed that in his mind a lot in the last couple of days.
What do you think should have happened?
What I think?
Sunday night.
I think Will Smith should have been at least asked to leave. They say they asked him to leave, but that turned out to be a lie. I told someone earlier when they said that, I said, no, they didn't ask him to leave. They didn't ask him that. He actually should have been arrested, I think. He should have been arrested. It's assault, and really with billions of people watching.
I say this, but I have to agree with you.
I agree with Zack.
He should have been arrested. He should have been
asked to leave.
Made an example out of. Like I said earlier, he's going to cause a lot of issues with these shows and everything else on TV. Everybody's going to want security. Everybody's going to want this
because
and
there's
that.
a lot of liability
Even in comic clubs, they're going to want
lots of liability. They was responsible for everyone in that building. The Academy was.
Well, and now they got all these women that were up there that was hosting the show. They were all now they all triggered and offended and traumatized, brutalized, and whatever else all the woke crew does now. But I just think that
I heard something today where they said that one of them or some of them had PTSD. Oh my gosh, give me a break.
Yeah, I heard that today.
I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. There's been worse things happen on TV than somebody getting slapped. Do I condone it? No. However, there's been a lot.
MTV Music Awards used to be worse than that.
Yeah.
Do they even still have that?
Well, absolutely.
God, I'm so showing my age.